Before we begin, let me give you some of the basics in our tutorial screen so you can follow the video properly. Since you need to follow the cursor in the video, I see to it that the mouse cursor is always highlighted in yellow so you can clearly follow it. When I click the left mouse button, it will show a red ring effect near the cursor. When I click the right mouse button, it will show a warped effect near the cursor. And that's it. We will now begin the tutorial proper. Alright, we will now start the STAAD Pro 2003 in our Windows PC. Okay, here's the first dialog box that will open or pop up when you first open STAAD Pro. So we have two tabs, the new file and the recent files. Then we have in the new file tab, you have the options here. You have another data input here and some options here. So first is the space option, which is the general option or the general choice of all the options. Okay, so this is good when you design three-dimensional frames, three-dimensional structures. If you want a plane, you have, if you want to design a 2D structure, then you can use plane. If you want to design floor or slabs, you can use the floor. And of course, if you want to design trusses, you can also choose that option. In our case, we will be using the space option. So check that one. Then the file name of your choice, let's say tutorial 2015. Okay, then the location of the file that it will be saved is here. You choose another location, you click this button, then let's say we will save it in drive H, then in this folder, STAAD tutorial 2015 folder. Okay, click OK. So our location of that file or the saved file will be saved at this location. Alright, then we have the title, which is optional, so we'll leave it blank. Then the length units is important and the force units is also important. So the default length units in our STAAD Pro installation is meter, so we'll not change the one. Force units is, the default is kilonewton, so we'll not change that one. That's already perfect. So next button. So where do you want to go from now? So what is your first step? Okay, so you have choices again. So in our case, we'll just leave it as it is, so add beam. Okay, so click finish button. Then here you go, the complete GUI or GUI or the graphical user interface of STAAD Pro 2003. So try to familiarize yourself first with the screen. Alright, so after familiarizing yourself with the user interface of STAAD Pro 23, we'll now discuss a little bit on those items. Okay, so we have here the Windows toolbar. Most of the commands are here. Okay, then we have of course the toolbars or the shortcut buttons are here. Then we have also a vertical toolbar here, some shortcut buttons again. Then we have the tabs, setup, geometry, general, analysis, print, design, and its sub tabs or sub options here. So currently geometry is selected, and these are the sub options: beam, plate, surface, and solid. Okay, then at the bigger part of the screen is of course our model screen, or the screen where we draw our structure. If you'll notice, we have here the orientation of the X, Y, and Z, positive X, Y, and Z axis, and we have here the grid lines. Okay, then we have here some options. These options are based on what you have chose on these tabs here. So when I click setup, there's a equivalent dialog box that will open on the right side. Okay, when I click geometry, it will also change to what you've chosen on these tabs. Okay, so if you want to click geometry, then plate, then geometry plate dialog box will open here. Again, another example, if you want to click general, then click specification or specs, then general specifications of the structure will open at this side of the interface. Okay, so basically that's it for the STAAD Pro graphical user interface, and we will now start our design proper.